everyone, thanks for joining us. My name is Danny. A little bit about myself. I've worked at Rekluse for 14 years. I work in the sales and technical support department. So when you send us an email or give us a call, chances are you're going to get me on the other end. This is my colleague.
Yeah, I'm Austin Payton. Been also at Rekluse for a number of years, not quite as much as Danny. He's got me there, but I do a writer support, professional support, and do a bunch of stuff with marketing and media. So we're here today to introduce our new product, RadiusX, which is a combination of our EXP technology combined with our torque drive. And Danny will tell us a little bit more about what that is.
So I'm sure you have lots of questions. New product, RadiusX. Again, we're combining two technologies. We have our EXP 3.0, which is a lower priced auto clutch. Our EXP retails for $399. What we're doing is we're combining this technology with our torque drive clutch pack. And the torque drive clutch pack, it's basically technology where we take a friction that traditionally is a thicker aluminum friction, and we change it to a thinner steel friction, which allows us to fit more frictions in the same area. So by fitting one additional friction, which we do in most applications, this allows us to transfer more torque. The torque drive technology is a race-proven technology. We've won Supercross championships, motocross championships, raced the Dakar Rally, and every off-road discipline you can imagine, from flat track to extreme enduros. So combining RadiusX is a combination, again, of EXP, auto clutch, with our torque drive performance clutch pack. We do want to open this up to your questions, so please comment below and ask your questions.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're pretty excited about this technology. It's going to be making a lot of models that we haven't covered in the past. It's going to be an opportunity to cover some of these bikes. Right now, it's currently available for most of the modern, current up-to-date models, and we'll be working back to cover older models, older Hondas. I actually saw an RM 252 stroke it's in the shop, a KX 252 stroke. Some stuff that we've covered with our baseline EXP product, or even covered in the past with our Z-Start, which you may be familiar with, and so we're excited about that.
This technology, again, is just a clutch pack replacement. So we're offering a very high-performance auto clutch. It's simply a clutch pack replacement. This technology allows us to go from model to model easier. So if you have a request for a product that we don't currently support, please contact us. You can visit rekluse.com or call us on the phone. The new RadiusX product for all cable actuated bikes retails for $599. For hydraulic actuated bikes, $699. It is a little more expensive for hydraulic actuated bikes, but we do include a new adjustable slave cylinder. You might be familiar with this from our Core EXP models. So it allows you to adjust the auto clutch externally, which also the cable actuator model does as well. We use the slack adjustment for the cable at the clutch perch, which allows us to adjust externally.
Absolutely. So one of the questions we're getting right now is how does it compare to Core EXP or even the EXP clutch system? So I'll start with Core EXP. So the difference is Core EXP has been a technology that we've had out since I believe 2009, and it's seen a couple of evolutions of 1.0 to 2 to 3. And so what RadiusX is actually a clutch system that's going to reuse your OEM clutch system. So this is a stock clutch out of Kawasaki. Pretty standard. Most of your cable actuated bikes come with this. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to reuse your OEM pressure plate and hub, but we're going to be injecting or installing our torque drive clutch pack. And the beauty of using our torque drive clutch pack in the system is that we're going to get more friction plates than your OEM clutch system. So you're going to get the steel friction plates, which already are they're going to give you a better, more consistent clutch feel because they don't experience the same expansion that a stock aluminum friction plate does. So the steel will stay consistent. So even if the bike gets hot, you get in a situation where you're using the clutch a lot, the lever is going to stay right there where you need it. Anyways, not to go too far on that, but basically, so you're going to torque drive clutch back into your OEM clutch with the EXP itself. So really, we're combining that race-proven torque drive system with the auto disc into your stock clutch system. Now, Core EXP, is really for a rider that needs to replace your inner hub. You're looking for full billet components. That's what Core EXP is going to come with: is the billet inner, the billet pressure plate, the clutch cover. Whereas this system is going to give you really good performance at a reasonable price and reuse your OEM components. And for most riders, the OEM clutch system is in pretty good shape. So we can reuse those components.
And on that same question, I'll just add, a lot of people want to compare the two. I'd say they're both, the performance and durability for both is very comparable. They just accomplish it in two different technologies. With the Core EXP, we use our billet components. They're engineered to increase the performance and allow us the room to fit in the same number of frictions as a stock clutch. With the RadiusX, again, delivering the same performance and durability, we use the torque drive technology, which again, we go to a thinner friction, which allows us the room to fit the same number of frictions in a stock clutch pack. In most applications for cable actuated bikes, we increase the clutch pack by 1 friction disc with the RadiusX. But again, both delivering the same performance and durability. Another question coming through, will you make an upgrade kit for existing Core EXP users? I'll just quickly add to this, we're always combining technologies and we're always releasing new products. If you have something that you'd like to see us produce, our release, please contact us. You can call us. We take product requests. We want to hear from you. And we'll take your information. We'll contact you when we do have that product available.
Absolutely. And if you're a current customer and you have Core EXP, obviously we want to try to get you upgraded. If you're interested in getting the latest and greatest technology, we want to keep you afoot of what's available from us. So we'll always work on getting you that technology. Just give us a call and I'll get you hooked up.
And next question, can I upgrade from EXP? The answer is yes, right? For $599, you can upgrade. Unfortunately, the parts are completely different, so nothing that's used in an EXP is usable in a RadiusX. I know the EXP 3.0 looks almost identical, but with this technology, the torque drive technology, we actually protect the basket with these little steel inserts. And so we slide these steel inserts, and what that does is it protects your basket from wear, from notching. And when you go to a thinner steel plate, again, you get the benefits, right? Over aluminum, aluminum has it expands more with heat, so you get clutch fade. With steel, you get less expansion, so that's a benefit. But with that kind of knife edge there, you want to protect the basket, so that's where we use the steel inserts. What I'm getting at here is that now requires a thinner tab on the EXP disc. So again, when you want to upgrade from EXP to RadiusX, unfortunately, they're all different parts. The answer, yes, you can upgrade. $599 would be happy to sell it to you.
I do want to also say, in a difference in the comparison we compared Core EXP and RadiusX, EXP to RadiusX. And one of the things with the EXP system is that the clutch lever is usually pretty stiff. And the main reason is because of using this EXP into an OEM clutch system with the baseline EXP product, we have to use heavier springs. The beauty of the new RadiusX product, because we have more friction plates, we can actually use lighter springs. So you're going to actually have a better lever feel with the RadiusX than you would with EXP, and more consistent performance.
Very important, very important. So again, yes, people who have ridden with the EXP, you notice it's a heavier clutch pull. You're not going to have that with RadiusX. It's going to be like a stock clutch lever pull. Another question coming through, KDX 220, KDX 200 and 220, we've had lots of requests for these. Another one's like a KX 400, XR 400 comes to mind. So you have these older models that were so popular, they're discontinued now, but there's still a lot of them out there. Again, contact us. This RadiusX product allows us to go to applications easier. We're not including a new billet, center hub, and pressure plate, just a clutch pack. So please contact us. Give us your product request, and we'll get your details from you and contact you once we have it available.
Absolutely. I grew up riding on the KDX 220, so I'd love to see us have a product for that too. So I'm with you guys. Appreciate it.
200s as well.
Yeah. So the question right now: why is the torque drive clutch pack so much better? And I covered that a little bit in the comparison between RadiusX and Core EXP, but the main reason comes down to the design of these torque drive friction plates. So through racing, through development, years of testing, we now create our own friction plate in-house. And the biggest thing about them is they're steel. So the clutch fade, the expansion that you see in an OEM aluminum friction plate, these just don't have that. On top of that, we also have our own friction coefficient, so our own friction pad that we have spent a lot of time in the lab figuring out the right, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it gives you a really good, smooth clutch engagement. So as far as the rider control, you're going to have that more consistent, but a more connected feel to the root. And then, like, yeah, you guys.
I was going to add to the thermal expansion plates. A lot of people don't quite understand that, but aluminum expands at a greater rate than steel. And what that does, that expansion affects the clutch and how it performs. So when the clutch gets hot, what you notice is that you pull in the clutch lever, you'd actually have to pull it in further to get full disengagement. In supercross and motocross, it's common to see someone over a big triple have a little time in the air to adjust their clutch. So with an aluminum clutch pack, like the OEM, the performance is enough that they need to make an adjustment. With our clutch pack, the steel does not expand as much, and so the difference does not really affect the performance. Also, again, our proprietary design to our friction pad material, it actually, when you add more plates, you have something you run into where there's drag, excess drag in the clutch. So the design to our friction pad material, everything here is engineered to increase performance, durability, but it actually channels oil back into the clutch. So increasing oil flow into the clutch, more durability, more performance, more hooked up, you're going to feel the power of your motor. When you grab a handful of throttle, you will notice the difference between a stock clutch and our torque drive clutch pack that comes in our RadiusX.
Awesome. And just a reminder, the RadiusX products, we have a lot of new products. Their torque drive is getting a big name in the manual side. RadiusX is an auto clutch system, so it's a centrifugal clutch system. Lever use is optional. Another question we're getting right now is what riding style is it best for? So I was actually just down at Daytona for Bike Week, and at Bike Week there's a lot of racing that's going on. Everything from GNCC, flat track, the National Enduros in town, Supercross, Ricky Carmichael. So the way that this product's designed with having more friction plates, it's for anybody that's racing at an amateur level. It's for a guy that's trail riding. It really can cover any basis of riding. So we actually had guys racing this new product at flat track at the opening round. There was guys at GNCC that were installing clutch systems and racing the next day on Sunday. So it's really for anybody that is looking for a performance auto clutch system that doesn't necessarily need the billet, and it will perform from a professional level to a weekend warrior.
I agree. It's for everyone. From brand new bike purchase, if you've experienced an auto clutch, it's amazing technology. You know what it can do for you. It changes your whole riding experience. If you haven't, you're in for a real treat. Try it. We give you a 30-day performance guarantee. You can try this product for 30 days. Your trails, your terrain, I know you're going to love it. For anyone that needs a new clutch pack, as time goes on, your OEM clutch plates wear. For $5.99, this will probably be the last clutch pack you ever put in your bike. It's very durable. I'm trying to think of a comparison or an analogy. It's like going to very high-performance brake pads or, a tire that lasts a lot longer. You're going to get longer life out of our clutch pack than you will out of an OEM clutch pack.
Absolutely. So one of the questions we're getting too is that now we're talking about these torque drive friction plates quite a bit. And we've been having customers call in. Danny, I'm sure, can say that people are asking for torque drive clutch packs for their OEM bike. So maybe they don't want auto clutch, but they're just looking for a nice clutch pack replacement and get the advantage of a torque drive clutch pack. It's something that we're talking about. It's one of those things that comes back to requests. As customers are requesting a product like that, then we record that. You get a hold of us, and we'll look at providing that technology to our customers.
Call me. I want to hear from you.
So another thing I want to talk about too. So as an option for this new product, which is actually on a cable bike, is adjusted at the perch. So external adjustment, obviously on a KTM, we use hydraulic adjusting with the slave cylinder. On a cable bike, we'll actually be adjusting the function of the clutch system at the perch. And so to make that feel a little bit better, we're offering a new product Danny can tell you a little bit about, is an adjustable reach lever.
So what's nice about this is it can adjust the reach, basically how far out the clutch lever is. And this really helps with ergonomics. Bringing the lever to a position that matches your particular finger length. It sounds simple, but being comfortable on the bike makes such a difference. It just makes everything more enjoyable. Again, it's an auto clutch. You don't have to use the clutch lever, but when you do use it, you want it to feel, the same as stock or the same as the OEM clutch. And you want it to work very well and be in a good position where it's easy to use. Our adjustable reach lever, they retail for $79. They're a breakaway lever, so if it crashes, it's not going to break off. It's going to fold over so it doesn't. But again, that adjustment and giving you that reach to match your finger lengths and give it a good position that works best for you.
So we got another question asking about 125. actually pretty excited to announce because we are now covering the YZ125 with RadiusX. So
ATM, Husky.
Yep. So 125s are yes. And the same thing is like a little bit older. You know, there's a lot of those bikes that are no longer they're not current in production lines of a lot of manufacturers other than KTM and Yamaha. But we are looking at those.
I think they're coming back. It's a great bike. It's a great stepping stone. I think you'll see more classes and more racing with 125s. It's an affordable bike. I hope to see more of them out there. They're fun to listen to.
And there is, the new class at GNCC too, the XC3 FMF 125 class. So Paul Waverly,
There's an example.
the Axeman, was back on a 125 at GNCC. So that was pretty cool to see that guy on a 125.
Can't beat that one.
No, exactly. So another question we're getting is clutch cover. So does RadiusX actually come with a clutch cover? So the kit, to keep it affordable and to kind of, allow riders and customers to buy, what works best for them, the kit will actually come with a gasket. So like you'll use your OEM clutch cover with a gasket, and that'll give you plenty of clearance for that clutch system. But it's always an option with that system that if you would like to purchase a billet clutch cover from us, absolutely can add it onto your order, and that will clear the RadiusX clutch system. The other piece that we're developing into it is that the clearance of the cover will actually be lower. So like the traditional older Rekluse clutch cover, which is sometimes known as a dog bolt, will actually be a lower profile clutch cover, similar to what we're using with our manual torque drive clutch system.
So either will work. With our torque drive, we have a lower profile clutch cover. With Core EXP, it's a little bit thicker. So if you have one of these existing clutch covers, either one would work and be compatible with the RadiusX product. Another question coming through. Let's see. So the sleeves of these little steel sleeves, I mentioned them earlier, and I think someone's asking a little more about these. Again, it's to protect the basket. If you're familiar with clutches and you've worked on your clutch before, I'm sure you've come across and seen a worn out basket that has notching. And what happens is every time you accelerate and decelerate, the friction disc clocks back and forth, and there's a little bit of play in there. And it basically can leave little notching here, and that's no good because now the plate can't slide up and down. It can hang up, and you have a really bad notch basket. You can break frictions and have a failure. With our new torque drive clutch pack, we protect the basket. Again, we slide in these little steel inserts, so now we're running steel against steel as opposed to just aluminum. Now these will work with your OEM clutch basket. They will work with our aftermarket billet machine precision clutch basket. Excuse me. These are $249. Very high performance clutch basket we offer. We have our own dampening design. But again, we're here to talk about RadiusX, so I'll leave that alone. But any of the aftermarket baskets out there that are designed around an OEM style clutch will work with our steel inserts. And again, they just slide in here to protect the clutch basket.
So next question is about friction pad design. I talked about the friction plate. I didn't talk about the design. So I'll bring back up OEM friction plate, torque drive friction plate. And so you can see that it's pretty obvious that the design of the actual friction plate versus your traditional rectangle style pad is quite a bit different. And so the design with that, the reason it looks the way it does is for oil flow. The idea is that the system is supposed to design to catch oil and also displace oil so that when you're actually clamping this clutch system, the oil is being thrown out of the contact surface. And what that'll give you is actually a better connection to what's happening in your motor and connecting you to your wheel.
Another question about availability in Europe, and yes, we actually distribute or export. Excuse me, we export to I believe 30 different countries. Close to that, I think it's almost all of them. Anyway, you can find our product all over the world. I might be off on those numbers, but visit our website. You can find dealers around the world. You can find our distributors around the world. So please, yes, again, contact us or visit Rekluse.com for that information. But yes, you can find us just about anywhere.
Absolutely. And a lot of our distributors too, they're highly involved with their customers and racing, so they're very knowledgeable. And feel free to, once you find out who your distributor is in your area, please reach out to them, and they'd be happy to answer any questions we have about our products.
And about our products and questions, one thing, this is a simplified version. As we evolved from the very beginning, some of you experienced our Z-Start clutch, our Z-Start Pro clutch. Some of those can be technical installs. This particular product is very simple. It's just a clutch pack replacement. So you're simply pulling out your stock OEM seals and frictions, and you're replacing it with our seals, frictions, and our EXP disc, and simply putting your pressure plate back on with your springs, put your clutch cover on. I think just about anyone could install this clutch. We have detailed instructions, we have videos available, but again, the ease of install is something this product has evolved into. Can't stress the performance enough, the durability enough, the ease of installation. Again, $5.99 for a cable, hydraulic $6.99. It looks like we're going to wrap this up. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for participating.
For more information on the products featured in this video, click on the link in the description area below. Feel free to call us with any questions or to place an order at 800-969-7501. Be sure to subscribe for the latest DK events, videos, and promos, and give us a thumbs up or leave a comment if you think this video was helpful. It'll help gauge future videos for the next time you have a question about the top names in power sports.